Hi, if you're struggling to break the addiction to gambling, I'm going to show you a really powerful technique that will really reprogram your mind to respond differently. A lot of times when people have addictions like, for example, gambling, they've programmed their mind to do the behavior so many times over and over again, and the brain literally becomes wired to respond in that way. And this is why it's very difficult for people to consciously break the addiction. In this particular method, this particular technique, I'm going to show you a way of reprogramming your mind. You might need to do this a number of times, but what will happen is you will literally reprogram your mind, basically saying to your brain, not this, this, not this, this. So as we go through this technique, it's really important if you're in a situation where you can do this, that you actively participate, because just consciously doing this will not be enough. So you need to actually do this, and you need to repeat it a number of times over the next few days so that it really starts to take root in your mind. This technique comes from something called Neuro-Linguistic Programming, which is an offshoot of cognitive and behavioral psychology, which allows us to really reprogram our minds so that we can get what we want. We start to learn how to take control of our thinking and our thoughts. So here's the first step in it. What we want to do is you want to think of the feeling or the response or the behavior that you want to change. So with regard to gambling, it could be like when you're walking down the road and you see the betting shop, or if you go past the casino and you have the urge to go in. It could be like when you're sitting there in front of your phone and it's late at night and all you can do is think about gambling on your phone, whatever it is. So we need to think about whatever the feeling or the response or the behavior that you want to change. This is really important. So write that down. What is the feeling or the thought or the behavior that you want to change? So write that down so that you have it clear in your mind. Then when you're ready, and obviously if you're watching this whilst driving the car, don't do that now. Close your eyes and I want you to see what happens from an associated point of view. Now, what I mean by that, associated point of view, is like if you were actually there. So, for example, if you were doing it from an associated point of view of, say, gambling on your phone, then you would imagine looking down at your hands. So you're seeing through your eyes, looking down at your hands, and you've got your phone there. So you're actually in it, right? Does that make sense? So you're associated into the memory. So close your eyes and see what happens from an associated point of view. Now, if it's a behavior, identify what is the trigger. What is the trigger there? Is it like you look at your phone and you open the app, the betting app? What is the behavior there? Is it like watching a sports event on the TV? Is it like watching the sports event triggers you to think of gambling? Is it walking past the booking off the betting office, or walking past the casino? What is it that triggers it? Find the trigger, and in your mind, when you think of that thought, that memory, that thought, put a border around it. So put a border around it and brighten the image. Now this will be image A. Okay, so this is image A. This is the first image. Then I want you to just kind of put that aside for a moment. And now we want to set an outcome. We want to focus on how you want to be. So I want you to imagine yourself, see yourself as if you've already made the change. So I want you to see yourself as if you have already stopped gambling and you've put all that behind you. Like you could see yourself having made this change. What would you be looking like? What would you be standing like? What would you be saying to yourself if you've already made the change and you just put that addiction behind you, that you're no longer a gambler? How would you be? So I want you to really create a really powerful image, seeing yourself as if you've already made this change. So a lot of times in psychology, they tell you to act as if you've already made the change. And this can be a powerful shift in how you think. So in your mind's eye, I want you to see yourself. Now in this situation, when I'm saying see yourself, I want you to imagine seeing yourself as if you're standing in front of you. So unlike the first image, this is what's called dissociated. So you see yourself over here somewhere already having made this change. So this is like the super you who's taken back control of their life and never has a problem with gambling at all, that can go into all sorts of situations and never gets triggered. This is that powerful super you that's already made this change. And I want you to notice how you're acting, how you're behaving, hear what you're hearing what you're saying to yourself in that situation. And then I want you to make that image bigger, brighter, really intensify. Maybe put a smile on their face. You know, like sometimes when you just see someone and you know they're confident, just because the way you see them or the way they're standing, I want you to do that in this image. So I want you to see yourself having already made this change. When you look at that you, this is the you, when you look at them, you know that they've broken free from the addiction to gambling. So really, really make a powerful image so that when you look at it, you think to yourself, yes, that's what I want. I want to be like that. I want to be like that. Now this is image B. So then, once you've got image B and you made it as good as you can possibly imagine it, I want you to shrink this image down. So step 4, shrink the image down of this desired state down to a small dark square and put it in the bottom corner of image A. So put it in the bottom corner of image A. Okay, so you shrunk it down, put it in there. Now what I want you to do is I want you to darken image A and shrink that down as you take image B and have that explode big and bright right up. So image B is going to go whoosh and completely obliterate image A. So if we were to like diagram that out, so this is A, then we got B down here at the moment, and we're going to shrink down image A. So that shrinks down, but image B explodes big and bright and completely obliterates image image A. So all you can see is B. And we're going to do this quickly. This is really key because the brain learns quickly. So get image A and put that there with a frame around it. Put image B in the bottom corner and then shrink down and darken image A like whoosh, and then have image B explode big, bright, and whoosh, right up. So all you can see is B. So I want you to right now, if you haven't already, stop the tape, stop the video, create these images, and then what we're going to do is going to link them together. So I'm assuming you've done that now. So bring up image A. So see image A, the image that you want to change. Put image B down in the bottom corner. Okay? And now I want you to simultaneously shrink down image A as you explode image B really big and bright. So it's like whoosh, and then do it again, whoosh, and do it again, whoosh, and just keep repeating it over and over again. So that the moment you see A, whoosh, image B comes up. The moment you see A, whoosh, image B comes up, and repeat it over and over again. And then have a look around the room, change yourself, move your body a little bit, then think of image A. Now what should happen is image B should come up immediately. If it doesn't yet, then what you need to do is just condition it in more. So see image A, put B down the bottom, shrink it down and whoosh. And basically what you're doing here is swishing the behavior to a new behavior. And you're basically telling your brain, not this, this, not this, this, not this, this. And if you do this with enough repetition and you spend a couple of days constantly repeating this over and over and over again, you'll be teaching your brain, you're literally rewiring your brain to think differently. So what will happen is when you go into that context where in the past you used to get triggered, immediately this new behavior, this new way of thinking, this new feeling will pop up instead, and you'll be able to take control of your life. This is a really simple technique, but it is really, really powerful. And you can break the addiction to gambling using techniques like this. If you need any help, you know, I work with people with gambling issues all day, every day. So drop me a line and I'll be glad to help. And if you like the video, remember to like and subscribe because I'm often putting other videos like this, which will help you to break free from the addiction to gambling. So I hope to see you soon. If you need anything, just put ask a question in the comments section below and I'll be glad to get back to you as soon as I can. It's a really, really powerful technique for reprogramming your brain so that you can take back control of your life once and for all.